Attention Diana! An ad break has started. The raptor will make a short break to make sure no one misses anything. Hey Diana! The ad break has ended. You may yap once again.
Youkosaur! Welcome to another stream. Hi everyone, how you doing? Please don't find it weird that a lot of things are desaturated. That's because I was preparing the overlay things to match more the game we're about to play. We're playing the Nun visual novel and it's all in black and white, so I was putting everything in grayscale. Then I became a nun. Yes! Yes! Also, I have a very toxic trait, which is start messing around with my overlay and and my filters 5 minutes before the stream starts. So what I mean by this is that I raised my volume a little bit on OBS because my microphone is like 2 hands distance from my face because I don't want you guys to hear me sniffing all the time. And so I have more volume, and even though my voice is reaching the red, it's not like I'm super loud. My streams don't really give you tinnitus. My background volume is on the same, but then the game is a little bit higher. Let's say I was doing some math. And also, important thing, I just activated my... Saint is going to kill me. I just activated my noise suppressor because every time I spoke with the volume raised, I could hear my computer fans that sound like some industrial vacuum cleaner, like boo in the background with my voice. So like you guys could hear me louder and better because I might have a problem projecting my voice and then I start not speaking so loud. Oh, why is everyone pinning themselves onto my face? No! Stinky! Sign the key. So while you could hear me better, you also could hear my computer fans better, and I didn't want that. So I would really appreciate a lot if you guys could tell me some feedback while we're streaming, if that's okay with you. We're following in Christ's footsteps. What? Stinky, I showered this morning. Thank you very much. Press F to doubt. But I'm gonna say hi to everyone. Avoid Heartless. Oh, Youkosaur. Is that Heartless? Heartless, the guy on Palab who had a cat. I mean, I think they still have. Who like has a cat, and then I wrote pooping without me as because I was saying what the cat was saying, and now I have the fame of wanting to go to the toilet with pals to see them poop. Is that the same Heartless? Fuck you, affectionately. I'm asking because I think you changed your username and I have 0 object permanence. Hi Falker Youkosaur! Hi Ryzen! I see you, Youkosaur. Man, I pinned my Nun assets. By the way, if you guys put assets, whenever you see me with something that is an accessory, there's like 50% chance that I drew it or not. But you can put here assets on chat and Cloudbot will tell you who made the assets in case it wasn't me. Yeah, this time it wasn't me. It was, how do I pronounce? Mohara629 on Twitter. Dayanan. Hi Nato, Youkosaur. I was going through everyone here on chat. I already called Abe Stinky. Hi Clog, Youkosaur. I think I saw everything. I see everything. I am the all-seeing nun, but not really. I sometimes can't see a button in front of my face. Ugh! Ah. Mais pra cima, mais pra baixo. Okay, I think I have everything in place. We can go back to being productive. Going to the game. How can I say going back if I didn't go to the game yet? First, I gotta shrink you guys like this, like 0.8. Yeah, because you'll be too big to be in the same window as the game, and so. I didn't mean to headbutt myself, but I'll take it. I meant to do this. And so that's why I was moving things around and changing the saturation of everyone. Let me see. Chat, come over here. Yeah, chat is good. It just so happens that you're more on the right side because if I type, I'm the one on the... Wait, left to right? No. I can't tell left from right. You guys should be used to that by now. Nun game! Focus, Diana, focus. Nun game! This game we played a few months ago. I believe. I have zero notion of time. And what I remember from last episode is that I was what did I call it? GPT Nun? Is that what I call her? GPT Nun? Like it's some kind of nun that lives in a Covenant, but she's like a human encyclopedia. And Nun GPT, thank you, Clog. Yeah. Oh, I remember it well. It was already a few months ago. I think it was a few months ago. Yeah. So Nun GPT is like a kind of nun that will hear you and give you answers for things you want answers for, like Google in medieval ages. What year is this? I think we are in the 13,300. Fuck, I'm bad with numbers and English and talking in general. So what happened was that me, the main character named Hedwig, I was an encyclopedia of a person, and I somewhat made a friend on the other side who would come to me and talk and have actually interesting conversations. And I think I kind of started liking that person, even though I didn't know their name or what they looked like, only their voice. And then one day, the nun boss, the I was gonna say like the mafia boss, but like the nun. I don't know if there's I don't know if there's a name for that. The nun boss came to me and said there was a murdering, and this happened after some time of my friend's absence. And so I connected the dots and realized that they killed my only friend or lover, however you choose to interpret. But this is one of my live streams. Of course, this is Yuri. So they killed the girl I liked, and I was forced to come out of my tower, the hermit I was, and become a nun, like a nun internship, nun school. I will stop being a nun GPT to be a normal nun and basically infiltrate in the Covenant and figure out what happened. So this is my first day at school. Let's put the game music. That's basically the summary. Yeah, I can't stop having hiccups. This is basically the summary of the last time we played. So gotta be careful with load and start because I accidentally saved where I shouldn't. Let me see something. Can I go back? History. There's nothing in history. Dialogue history is empty. Load. They really put some detective music. And so this was the most recent save file. I wish they had an option to just go back, but there isn't. How's the audio ratio? Audio to my voice ratio. Is it good, guys? Is it good? Spy Nun. Yes, I got promoted from Nun GPT to Spy Nun. Bah! I didn't do any voice warming up. I just feel really sick of my nose to throat connection because of this stupid thing that it's not some allergy. I think it's something else, and I have to check it on the nose throat doctor sometime, maybe in a few months, who knows. It seems almost like chronic because it never goes away. It's super annoying. So my throat is always dry. Clog says that the audio is fine. Thank you, Clog. I give you a chicken nugget. Where is it? Where is the chicken nugget? Where is Clog? Clog, no. Clog has pants. Clog does not have pants. I'll give you a chicken nugget. Here you go. Bye! I don't really hear audio outside your voice now. Maybe just me. Do you mean that you don't hear the game? Don't you hear the game audio? Or do you not hear my computer fan? Which is the reason why I activated the lower use CPU usage noise filter. After audio session with Saint, my mod, they advised me to not use the noise filters at all because they were nerfing my voice, and it was true. If I do my toad voice or something like that, or if I start whistling or just the high-pitched noises, even laughing, sometimes I would just get cut off because I had the higher quality. But now that I have some other definitions that they put here, and the more volume, more gain, I think it's balanced out. Yeah. Computer fan, I don't hear. Game audio is one I don't really hear if there is some. Oh no, there is game audio. I have it low on my ears because if the music is too loud, I am unable to think. I'm gonna take a print just really quick of this second that I'm speaking, and I'm gonna send it to Discord. Where's my Discord? Stream chat, and this is how my volume is looking like. I'm speaking on the red and game audio is on the green. I did raise the game volume. Is it not hearable? Guys, I'm gonna play a game with you guys. I'm gonna be raising the volume, the game volume, and you guys are gonna tell me when it's good. Try not to get strict by the stream delay. I'm gonna raise it a little bit here. And I'm gonna count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you hear any improvements? Oh, I hear the little music now after you raise it, yeah. Okay, I just don't want it to be too loud. See, I don't know if it's just a me thing, because this is my voice. When I hear my recordings, I hear my own voice. It's as if I wasn't there. It's as if I was hearing some ugly sounding internal monologue. And so I think my brain kind of ignores my voice a little bit. And it's like it feels that it's always not loud enough, my voice. But what if I put the game audio too loud? I'm gonna raise it just a little bit and I'm gonna leave it like this for now. If for any reason you guys think that the audio is too loud or too low, please tell me. I will thank you and I will try to fix it. And I will give you a chicken nugget. Dino chicken nuggets. We don't have actual dino meat available for consumption. On our side, I hear your voice really well. Thank you, Horizon. I appreciate it. And so this is where I see the light for the first time. I never seen the hallway outside my cell before. It was quite long, and Katrine was walking briskly towards the end. Ah, this is Katrine. I don't know if she has an accent, I don't know what voice she has, so I'm not really doing a voice for her. Not for now. Would be weird if you did have dino meat on hand. I mean, I have my own meat, but that's not available for consumption. We've a way to go yet, I'm afraid. Right here, if you please. So she's like a GPS. I'm a non-GPT and she's a nut GPS. Daqui a 5 metros, vire à direita. We passed a set of windows with a little statue of the Madonna and child nestled between them. Do they mean like Mary? Holy or Saint Mary, Mother of Jesus? Because I didn't know Madonna was some kind of adjective or title. I thought it was the actual Madonna, the singer. I read until here while I was doing some tests before stream. The soundtrack is my favorite part of the game, to be honest. I am still growing used to it, because from a medieval looking game I was expecting less modern instruments, if you get me. But it's like it has the medieval visuals, but the semi-modern audio from those spy games. That's the feeling I was starting to get. Like, in the beginning, I didn't understand why the music was sounding like this, but this is a murder investigation, so it does go right with it. We took another turn after that, into a hall equally as long as the one my cell was located in. I caught the briefest glimpse of the cloister? Out of the window. Oh, you mean my cloister where I used to live. How I miss my hermit home. Up ahead are the dorms where the rest of us live. Knock knock, it's the IRS. And the Misericorde on the right, just before those. Then the door next to it. Up ahead are the dorms where the rest of us live, and the Misericorde on the right, just before those. Oh, okay. Then the door next to that is the library. Girl, I will forget all of that. Just continue with the story. Left at the stairs, just before the dorms, there's a good girl. Is it me? Oh. My god. I puffed up a little. I know how to use the stairs, thank you very much. What happened? And stop cursing. That's thrice now I've counted. What the heck happened? She didn't say anything. I'm the one cursing here. Like, Katrine is being our guide, our GPS. That's all she said, and then she said, oh my god. And she, like, puffed a little. I know how to use the stairs. What, like... Huh? What's happened? I don't get it. Was Katrine gonna help me use the stairs? Go on then, after you. I gingerly put one foot on the first step down. Very good. See? One more. What the fuck? I began to descend the staircase very slowly. Oh, we're going down. I thought we were going up. Foda-se! Eu instintivamente held my hands out for balance until I felt Katrine firmly gripping them and planting them on my sides. You just walk down them normally. No. This really is precious. Oh, what is she doing? Is she like trying to go down the stairs like a vampire in a villain movie? Like T-Rex hands for balance? And maybe Katrine is correcting her posture? Katrine is in disbelief that Hedwig doesn't know how to go up the stairs. Oh, she doesn't know. She's lying, and I fell for it. Okay. I'm in the beginning. In the beginning. I know that meme. She must be really weak, living all her life in the little room. Yeah, I was not picking up that. I feel like sometimes when I'm reading out loud, I lose focus of the story. So like I'm reading for you, but I'm not really reading for myself. That's a mistake of my part. I don't know how to fix it, but I want to. This really is precious. I'll race you to the bottom. I come back here, little shit! But she had already casually strolled down to the landing. She pointed to the staircase that descended to the other way as I wobbled my way down to her. Oh, poor thing. There's more this way, just so you know, bitch. You are being perfectly horrible. Aren't I just... Hurry up, we've got places to be and people to meet. Well, Katrine is a bitch, I don't like her. I'm gonna push her down the stairs once I figure out how to walk on them. We came to a foyer with a door leading out into the cloister. The cloister is a room? Okay. The sunlight creeping in was simultaneously daunting and enticing. It's a good thing we don't get much heat here. Your skin looks like it might cook in the sun. So I'm weak and pale as fuck. Got it. She ushered me through the door, not allowing me the same moment I had taken leaving the threshold of my cell. Ah, don't touch me. The cloister? Oh, it's a little square where people would hang out, I guess. Judging this is a real photo. The cloister was a rectangle of grass surrounded by stone arcs. Passages ran around the grass, each leading to a part of the convent I hadn't been to yet. I've been to... what's the word again? Convents like this. Like all convents seem to have this little area where it's a few corridors and there's doors on the insides, and then there's like a common garden area. Is that a fucking sword or a cross on the floor? Yeah, the backgrounds are really nice. The sun glittered off of what appeared to be a metal crucifix. Oh, there I have my answer. A crucifix in the middle of the lawn. Now it's the sword of the King of England. Go pull it. Although, do you happen to know if this abbey is built according to Saint Gall's plan? I'm just curious about how this place is laid out. What, pray tell, is Saint Gall's plan? I don't know. I don't know it. You know, the standard layout for abbeys. Oh, so she knows about a lot about agriculture, my ass. Architecture! Grr. I thought all Benedictine monasteries followed it. They might. I wouldn't know. And well, I thought the door would be taking us out into the east. No, into the east? But we're facing south. How on earth do you know that? Have you got a compass hidden somewhere in your frock? What's my frock? Don't talk about my frock. Oh god, this sounds indecent. Damn, she is already way smarter than me. I think she's smarter than every one of us in the street. Do I? No, it's easy. The sun rises on east, so it's over there. I put in left, where I could see the sun's ray creeping over the walls of the cloister. I wasn't aware you'd never seen the sun rise. So ahead of us, from this door, would be south. She's nerding out, she's so cute. Normally the chapel would be in the northern half of the monastery, or rather the tower would face north. I'm using my hands for this. And the oblates would live in the southwest. Goodness, you must have had some very interesting books to read in that cell of yours. I can't tell if she's being sarcastic, if she's saying that all I had was boring books, so I resourced to architecture, or that architecture is just boring. Of course! This abbey could just have been built around the Roman plan. That would follow, considering we're Catholics. I ignore this. Fascinating. I don't know, was she offended by this? Do Catholics not like Romans? I'm sure it is to someone. I need to blow my nose, wait. I want to give Katrina a voice just so it's easier to distinguish, but I don't know how. I don't know what voice to give her. She just gives me bitch vibes. Do you want me to give her one of those? Man, how do I say this? I don't know, those accents of those very smug American characters. I'm pretty sure that has a name, but I don't know what it's called. Katrin looked at me, clearly amused by my interest in the layout of a building. Are you sure she's amused and not mocking you, girl? I've been there. I thought people were complimenting me, but they were mocking me. I felt as though I had made a fool of myself, despite correctly observing something. That was a first. Yeah, I think she's being mocked. Valley Girl's voice. Yes, that's what I mean. Valley Girl accent for oh my god. For Katrine. Nice one. Youkosaur, welcome to the Nun stream. I'm glad you made it. I was just now discussing if I should give Katrine over here Valley Girl voice. Let me see if I can do it. Oh fuck it. And now that I was gonna try to get a new character. As far as I know, the building was supposed to follow the plan of St. Gall, but the builders got a little turned around in a storm. But what, they just flipped everything? I could have jumped all the way out of my habit then and there. I wheeled around with a yelp. Sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Ooh! I'm Sister Margaret. I take it you're the anchoress everyone's been whispering about. Ah yeah, anchoress. AKA the word in English is the trainee nun. Yeah, that's me. That's her. Yes, my name's Hedwig. And well, not anymore. I mean, my name is still Hedwig, but I'm not an anchoress anymore. Obviously. Isn't she precious? I don't know how to make a Valley Girl accent. I need to... fuck! So, anchoress is what we were calling the Nun GPT, the girl who lived in the tower and answered things like Google. Isn't she precious? It's nice to meet you. A word of advice. You can still go back to your cell. We can tell the soup... What? Because... What? Soup! We can tell the soup you weren't filling up. Why are you talking to nuns at the soup store? How did she... Oh no, I feel fine. Why would I... Margaret turned her gaze to Katrine, as if to deliver some long-anticipated bad news. She's fixed the portative. Oh, has she now? God, maybe I'll tell her I'm sick today. I'll just make her sound a little bit bitchy. I really don't remember the Valley Girl accent or way to speak. Stop cursing. Oh, she is. I thought so a while ago on the stairs. I thought Katrine was telling me to stop cursing. Illiteracy, peak illiteracy. Diana Sora, everyone. And what's a portative? Yeah, what's a portative? Margaret made a little wiggling gesture with her fingers. A little organ. Which means we'll be singing. Oh, is she praying now? More to the point, it means the superior will be singing. I should quite like to hear some liturgical songs, actually. Oh, liturgical, that's a word for it. I'll certainly make you think. It'll certainly make you think about God. It'll make you pray for him to smite the damn organ, that's certain. Is that what we're going with? I didn't think we'd decided. We can get our story straight later then. Her words bellied a mischievous sense of humor that I would never have expected given her stoic expression. I like these two, like, the contrast between these two. Just as soon as I thought this, however, a little smile crept across her face. Oh, pleasant meeting you. Sussy nun. She glided away just as silently as she had arrived. She's a vampire, I'm telling you. Well, hurry up. If we meet many more sisters on the way, we'll never get there. We continued along the path around the cloister towards the chapel. Sorry. Two women were huddled close to each other outside the large wooden door. Oh my, were they kissing? Speaking in hushed tones, Katrine leaned down to whisper in my ear. Wait, is that... is that Katrine and me? The mousy one is Eustace. She's quite smart and a bit bossy. You two should get along swimmingly. Well, thanks, bitch. The other is Darcy, who, well, Darcy's very special. Darcy, are you sure you're going to be able to sit through service without doing anything? You keep giggling, it's very distracting. It is so cute, what? Wait, I can't tell, is this us or is this them? Because they are close together. Probably because all the stuff I drank before we came here. That much I gathered. Why would you drink anything you've cooked up before service? I thought it might be funny. I like Darcy. Oh, it's them. Okay. This is Eustace. I can see like now it's lit up when she speaks. It might be a little funny. That's right. The pair noted Katrine and I walking past. Darcy gave me a strange little wave where she wiggled each finger individually. It's like she went like, "Hi!" Darcy's so funny. Hi, Hanulti. Hi. She gave me a strange look, and I couldn't quite place, but I didn't appreciate. Oh, she. Are you jealous that I'm looking at your girlfriend? Is that it? Was I just fresh out of my cell and unable to comprehend any expression subtler than Katrine's, or did Eustace seem to dislike me intensely? Jesus Christ, she's just jealous. Don't mind her. What? I had plowed directly into someone's walking past Eustace and Darcy. In my attempt to keep myself righted, I grabbed a handful of cloak. Oh, please don't pull anyone's clothes down. I tumbled onto the floor, nearly dragging the mystery person with me. Thank God I let go on the way down. Pretty serious woman. Hi, hello. Hello. I looked up at the woman who I'd collided with, and I realized something. This was what intense dislike looked like. I am terribly sorry. Angela. I see you've met our newest alot. Katrine shot me a little smirk as I pulled myself off the ground. No. Vai tomar no cu. I have bots in my chat. Kill! No. Ben. Kill! There you go. Yeah. Water. Mogu. I mean, not mogu. More like nomu. The bots. Kill them. You guys couldn't see them because they were using forbidden words that I do not allow. This is Sister Hadwig. She's still finding her footing, as you can see. I'm really very, very sorry. Angela said nothing to me. I forgot. Please step on me, Angela. I mean, what? She simply looked me up and down quickly before turning to Katrine. Your door is still broken. Oh, is it now? You told me you would see to getting it fixed 2 weeks ago. Yeah, well, I'm a busy woman, Angela. Not too busy to spend most of your evenings in the Misericorde, I've noticed. Katrine took a step closer to Angela. She was barely 1 inch taller, but she was making quite the effort to make it seem like there were 10 between them. Find anything else interesting in my room, Angie? Or were you just testing the door? Just the same. Musk as always. I didn't even have to check inside. It wafted out the door on its own when I tested the hinges. So diligent. And here was I thinking Darcy's experiments might be more odorous than anything I might hide. Oh my god, she's stinky. And they're so close. Look at the tension between the two of them. My. Katrine is being very sus, alright? Darcy's experiments aren't alive. She idly watched Eustace and Darcy walking past her into the chapel, along with Margaret and several other people I didn't recognize. I'm trying to keep track of who is who. So far, so good. Yet, as always, my dear, sweet Angela, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sure. She shot me another icy look before turning on her heel to head into the chapel. Time for service. Katrine made a high-pitched little noise that sounded like a mocking sneeze. Angela froze for a moment, but did not turn around before continuing to the hall. Experiments? What's happening in this church? Maybe they're trying to make science babies, I don't know. Angela is convinced that I am keeping a cat in my room. She's been bothering me about it for months. Are you? Of course not. They're filthy little things. Ugh, you're a filthy little thing. Shenanigans. Good one, Clog. Inside the chapel, everyone was already sitting in pews like lines, all except the superior, who I could make out standing at the altar near the back. She did indeed have a small device in front of her that I'd never seen before. Given the apprehensive looks on the other sister faces, I could guess that it was the dreaded portative organ. Ah, music! So like, how do I say? Like a keyboard. Like a portable organ, a portable piano. How big is that? Also, my cat just woke up. Mona, saíste da sopa? Olá, bebê! O que tu queres, colinho? Queres que eu abra a porta? Isso, limpa o ranho no meu dedo. Let me just check if my cat wants to go out. Quer see? Yeah, she wants out. Sunny color. Wait. Sorry. She noticed me walking in with Katrine and gave me an appreciative little curl of the lip just barely legible from far away. Smiling approval. When she spoke, her voice echoed around the chapel. It made me jump. I wish I had some kind of echo filter right now. Can I do that? Can I do that? I don't think I can do that. Pera, give me 1 second. Mix it up. No, mic ox. Carago, what is it? Microphone. Taki. Filtros. Do I have anything like a reverb or something? Hi!
Please!
I just did it. I just hydrated. Stop trying to drown me. Thank you, Nato. Nah, I don't really have a I don't really have a reverb thingy. I was thinking about getting it for when I do karaoke streams again, but I didn't go through with it. I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna kind of scream. Ah, greetings, Sister Hedwig. I would like everyone to give her a warm welcome. A murmur of duelist enthusiasm rumbled through the chapel. Ah, yeah, woo! I gave a little bow of the head, unsure of how to properly respond. Thank you. Come up here, if you'd please. I'd like to introduce you properly, she glared at the gathered nuns, to the congregation. Hello, everyone. Wait. I gingerly stepped forward and walked up to the altar. You already used the gingerly stepping on the stairs. Why not use like sheepishly approaching? I don't know, man. Why am I complaining about writing when I don't know shit about writing myself? Every footstep echoed around the large room, and I could feel everyone's stares boring into my back. When I reached the superior, she gave me an encouraging smile. Oh, look at everyone! Oh, look at Darcy. She's so silly. Oh my god, who is this one? Why is she hiding? I turned around to face my adoring public. They are adorable. Let me just save. Save. Save here. Maybe there's ginger in her juice. What? Ah, I did it. I saved. Return. How do I want to take a print. Tab. Ah, no, I don't want to skip. I want to take a print of this without the legends. The text here. Ah! Isn't there a button to just quickly remove it? No, space goes forward. Oh well, fuck it. I turned around to face my adoring public, who mostly looked like they wouldn't mind if I were to drop dead in front of me. Wow, they really don't give a shit. They all look so different. I like them. I'll say for Darcy. Anyway, who was looking straight past me with a serene expression. This girl is on drugs. She's definitely high on something. Hello. There was a collective grunt. It felt like one older woman with an eye patch, sitting near the back, was watching me with particular interest. She must be the eldest sister, maybe. What has she been? She was smiling, but she said nothing. There was an awkward pause. Hello? Hello? How would she talk? Hello? Maybe like this. Just awkward. Hello? Try H. Ah! Thank you! Thank you, Nato! I'm just gonna hide everything here. This is good. This is good. Thank you. Hello. Shh. Oh, sorry. Darcy stuck a hand out and started waving silently before Istus grabbed it and tucked it back down at her son. She's so cute. I shipped them. The superior gave me a little nudge. Well, it's lovely to meet everyone, or rather, the people I've met so far. Catherine, Margaret, Angela, and I walked past Darcy and Eustace, so we didn't really meet, but you seem very nice. Not that Catherine and Margaret are nice, and I also don't mean the rest of you won't be lovely to meet when I can, if you want to. I suppose I'm meeting you all right now, but personally, you know. Oh goodness, that sounds strange. I love playing the anxious character. At this point, I wouldn't have minded dropping dead in front of everyone either. This is peak writing. I love this game. But I couldn't stop there. Well, I suppose the best way to get to know people is through prayer. Not that I've ever prayed with anyone, but that's what I've heard. Wherever two or more are gathered, and so on. I've prayed alone many times though. And really, I suppose I've never actually been alone. Because I was here. And there were so many of you here, all along. And you've all been praying as well. So, a lot more than two are gathered here. Not just in the chapel, I mean, but in the abbey, generally. Hedwig has zero social skills, zero social communication skills. Oh, and you've all probably spoken with me before. Or maybe not at all, maybe just some. I may have offered all of you spiritual advice through the hagioscope before. Not that I can tell who is on the other side of that, by the way. But your deeper questions have always been safe with me, so I'll never be able to tell anyone anything embarrassing. Not to imply that anyone has asked me anything embarrassing, and I hope my advice has helped all of you. Or however many of you I ever offered it to. And if you were ever wondering who it was giving it to you, it was me. Here I am. I, for some reason, that eludes me to this day, felt it might be the best to end with a little flourish. Ta-da! Yep! Oh, zero communication skills. I'm your new chronicler. Yeah, she was the what was the word again? Scrolling to chat. She was an anchoress, and now she's a chronicler. I thought that it was supposed to be a secret that she was non-GPT, but oh well. Silence. Dreadful, dreadful silence. Finally, Darcy raised her hand. Yes? What's a hagioscope? It's the funny little window next to the door. You're supposed to talk through it. Oh, right. I love Hedwig too. I buried my teeth in as wide a smile I could manage to the rest of the other sisters. I got no response at all, save for another wave from Darcy and a smirk from Katrine. I looked up at the superior for some sort of guidance. Any help at all? She just smiled at me and pushed my back gently, urging me to head back to the pews. Oh, thank God, I'm dismissed. Hedwig's situation is rather unique. I'm sorry, I can't stop coughing. It's like I have constant liquid falling into my throat. But my nose is dry. Hedwig's situation is rather unique. So we all have a responsibility to look out for her and offer her help with the day-to-day around the convent. I want everyone to be extra helpful and forgiving towards her, and I want no sort of hazing or pranking. By the by, Sister Flora, I will be speaking with you after Prime concludes today. Oh, Sister Flora is in trouble! Whatever. I think she's the one in the corner, like she was on the right side. Flora was the young woman with the pimply face then. Pimply? Not wanting to to cause a fuss. I walked past the last occupied pew to sit in an empty row in the back, on the opposite side of the aisle to everyone else. Wow, antisocial. I think she was the youngest one. Now, the creed, if you'd please. And then we will continue with the usual psalmody before concluding with a hymn. And yes, that means singing. And yes, that means all of you, including Katrine and I. Katrine. Hello, Kaiser Dragon Youkosaur! Welcome to Nun Yuri. Katrine. There was an awkward pause before everyone lurched into the Athanasium Creed at the superior's urging. I am reading all that. Latin. What? I can't tell what's going on. I'm doing good despite having this liquid falling down my throat every day. I will end up summoning something by accident if I try reading Latin. I was trying to see if I could tell apart what they're talking about. Do not mix people appearances. What are they talking about? They're reading the Bible or something. Turns on Latin subtitles. Latin. Girl, I ain't reading Latin. Oh God! I vomited black bile all over the flagstone floor. Why did she vomit all of the sudden? Overstimulated. You are not your own. For you were. Oh God! I got an achievement. Yeah, I got an achievement. Wait. Oh, how do I shift tab? You are not your own, for you were bought with a price. Overstimulated achievement. Yeah, the brain short secured. That was too much interaction for a single day. Quick save. Yeah, but I can save. Yeah, I wanna overwrite here. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? My name is Moira. This is an impolite manner of introduction, but say something if you can hear me. Moira. Rosamarine. I opened my eyes and groaned. I was lying on the floor between the pews, surrounded by a semicircle of concerned sisters. The woman who had been sitting near the front of the pews was crouched next to me. Her hand was resting on my shoulder to prop me upright slightly. Sorry. Her grim expression melted away as I began to speak. Don't dare apologize. You had us worried half to death there. She spoke in a lilting accent I couldn't quite. Oh my god, another one. What is a lilting accent? Like, often associated with accents like Irish or Scottish, refers to a way of speaking that features a rhythmic, melodic cadence or rise and fall in pitch. So I have to give her a Scottish accent. Oh god. I don't remember what a Scottish accent sounds like. This is bad today. Sorry. The superior pushed through the throng of nuns at that moment, prompting the friendly woman to pop back up to her standing height with a little bounce. She's going to be fine. I just think she's a tad enervated. Enervated. Scotland forever. Where is that from, by the way? Scotland forever. I see it on memes, but I don't know the origin. All of this might have been a bit much for her humors, I'm afraid. I see. I did warn her that jumping into things straight away might be too much. Oh, she's an anxious little baby. It's from Scotland. Yeah, no shit. It's from Scotland. I mean, at least it sounds like it's coming from someone from Scotland. I opened my mouth to object to this out and out lie, but the superior gave me a piercing look. My silence assured, she turned to the friendly-faced woman. Moira, I'd like you to take her to the dormitory to rest up for a little while in the room that's been prepared for her. If she's feeling up to it, she can rejoin us for luncheon later. Not lunch, luncheon later. Of course. She leaned down to offer a hand to me, which I took. I staggered back to my feet, hiding my gaze from the crowd. My throat. Sorry, guys. Hello, by the bard, Youkosaur. Welcome to Nun Yuri's stream. Apparently, I just vomited all over the ground as they were praying, and now I get to ditch class. Yippee! What a disaster this had been so far. I took a deep breath and caught just a hint of the foul stench of bile. My baffling speech, falling asleep during service, and throwing up in front of everyone. Even though these were people I was meant to suspect, I felt as though I'd been humiliated in front of powerful royalty. Surely there'd be no climbing back from this. Basically, it's so over. It's so over, guys. Oh, there's Margaret. Was she there before? What? So, yes, well, I suppose that means Office of Prime is concluded. Oh, everyone gets to ditch class. Yay! Now you don't have to listen to bad music, apparently. Yeah, they were gonna sing. Apparently no one likes to. But poor Hedwig, she was excited to actually listen to it. There was an approving murmur from everyone. Amen. The murmur morphed into a half-hearted amen. Ah. Everyone began to shuffle outside of Moira. As everyone began to shuffle outside, Moira kindly offered me her shoulder for balance. You'd better join us for lunch. Don't you mean luncheon? You barely weighed a thing. It had started to rain over the course of service. No, I hate water. See you later, Kaiser. Thank you for stopping by. As we passed the threshold of the chapel side doors back into the cloister, I could see Margaret and Katrine huddled together, talking somewhat conspiratorially. Sounds sus. Margaret noticed me and raised her eyebrows, prompting Katrine to turn to face me. How's the audio, guys, by the way?
Attention, Diana.
Boşlar.
An ad break has started.
Of course
The
it
raptor
did.
will make a short break to make sure no one misses anything.
Yeah, of course. But how's the audio? Did it get too loud all of a sudden? Or is it still good as I'm reading? I will still be doing a little break, so I'm gonna I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna put the BRB here, just so you guys know.
Hey Diana. The ad break has ended. You may yap once again.
I'm dying, bro. I have hiccups now. I started blowing my nose, and then I got hiccups. So yes, I have been seeing the doctor, but for other things, like I appointed to my family doctor to make me all fucking kinds of analysis to figure out if there's anything that I'm missing. in my body. And so that should be happening next month. But I asked him to basically that I needed some kind of analysis for my throat or something, because it has the possibility of it not being allergies or anything, because I always have this is something that appears and disappears and appears and disappears. But it's almost always here. Every day I have to drink water and do this with my throat, like I'm constantly trying to spit out something, and it's really annoying. And it might be something else that they need to identify, and for that they need to send me to a otorrino, which is like throat and nose doctor. Yeah, like the inside, the tubes. That's the otorrino, and we don't really have a lot here, so he doesn't know how he can appoint that. So I would probably have to go to another town for that. And it's really annoying, because even if I got to go to an appointment through the family doctor, where I wouldn't have to pay, I believe, it would probably take a few more months for it to get diagnosed. So like I think it's some kind of fungi that I have on my soft tissues on my throat, because it's something that comes and goes, and it doesn't really have a solution despite everything I take. I don't know how that happened, but I've been having that for some time, and for some time I say a few years by now. It's not a thing that's super to worry about, but it's super annoying. And he was like, do you want me to recite you some anti-fungi for the throat, even if you don't have anything, it's okay for you to take. And I said no, that I want to do my analysis first, like everything blood related and all. You're gonna take my everything. All kind of analysis to see if I'm short on something, and then I will go to the otorrino doctor as soon as I'm able to. Sorry about the little health part, but I tried to explain this on my server, because I wanted to do karaoke streams, and adding to the inexperience that I have with singing, this thing really bothers me. So it just really demotivated for me to start singing or talk for long periods of time, knowing that you guys are hearing me and my phlegm all the time. I think phlegm is the word for the thing I have in my throat. At least Beans told me it was escarreta. That's what I feel all the time, and I feel like it's a fungi because it comes and goes, and your immunitary system, if it's low, you have more chances of it resurfing. That's kind of how those things work. Yeah, so it's annoying. I hate sounding like an old man. At least a friend of mine said I sounded like an old man whenever this happens, whenever I'm doing this with my throat. And it's something I dislike. I don't like it. Like, I'm aware that I do that. I'm sorry, okay? I cannot avoid it. It's not a tick or something. It's really something bother me. If I don't do it, I will choke. I feel like I will choke either through my nose or through my throat. Anyways, back to the nuns. This is the wrong tab. Where is it? Do feel better soon, dear. It's been a pleasure so far. And no hymns. No hymns. Hymns? Hymes? Amen is right, eh? What? Sister Margaret. Since we've let out a little early, surely you wouldn't mind cleaning up our newcomers' mess? Oh, and the other one left already. I believe there's a mop and a bucket in the workshop. Yes. Soup. Soup? What's a soup? Oh, she's here. And Katrine, I'm sure Margaret would appreciate some help. Yes, of course. Moira tugged on my sleeve gently. Come on then. Let's get you some rest. We walked back through the cloister and through the doorway where I'd made a fool of myself in front of Katrine. Everyone always says the monastic life is so simple, but I can't imagine it being quite a shock coming from what you're used to. I don't know if I'm giving her an English, a British accent, or a Scottish one. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to offend anyone. I just forgot. Yes, I suppose. She squeezed my arm gently. Everyone also says first impressions are everything. But I have a good feeling you'll nail your second one, eh? She's trying to be nice. I appreciate it. All I could do was groan. Yeah, she like that. I liked your little speech, though. It's not often we get newcomers. And now she's British. Adela or Adela? Adela was the last one before you. That was nearly a year ago, if I remember right. Adela? Oh goodness, how silly of me. And we just established you hadn't had a chance to meet everyone yet, poor thing. Lots on my mind. I was hoping to introduce myself to everyone properly after Prime, but... Well, we'll get you rest up so you can catch up with everyone later. Okay, I'm mixing all sorts of accents here. I feel like a salad. I didn't have the energy to tell her that I had been about to say, now I'd rather crawl into a hole and disappear after, but... Miss Worldwide! I don't know whether it was because I'd fully grasped it first go around, or if my current state was so weak generally that Moira wouldn't have noticed. But I made it up the stairs this direction without comment. Here we are. This is where all of us sleep. Minus the superior, of course. We? We made room up for you already. She swung open of the wooden doors. Oh god, she's gonna have to sleep with a lot of people. She's gonna die. She's gonna vomit. Vomit counter. She vomits now and she's gonna vomit again. A small, meticulously cleaned room awaited. It had a similar straw mattress on one side, a little window, and an empty bookshelf next to a little reading desk. It was much smaller than the cell I had spent my life in. Yeah, she threw up last time too, so make that 2, but I believe she'll go 3. You could probably fit 2 people in here comfortably for a chat. Or, yes. 3 if one didn't mind sitting on the bed. Well, I suppose you're probably familiar with all that. It's not much, but mostly we just sleep in these. Tugging my arm again, she led me over to the mattress and urged me to sit. You're a mite palate still. A nap before lunch should do you some good. What about Thursday or 6th? What? Oh, and I slept through matins last night. Now, don't you dare worry yourself about something as silly as the hours. You're not used to moving and talking and, well, living so much. You need some rest. But prayer! Oh, for Pete's sake, don't be silly. I'm sure he would understand. I didn't have the energy to argue, but I knew all too well that God does not look kindly those who would take advantage of his kindness. Prayer is a privilege after all. A rock? Huh? Do you have a fresh rock, by the way? I could go and get it from your cell if you'd like. Oh, no actually. Just the one. Someone would come and collect it to be washed every few days. Never mind then. Give it to me and I'll have it washed. Give it? I can turn around if you like. So, I gave Mora a mix of British and Scottish accent. Is it weird, guys, or is it doing okay? Are you guys not cringing much? Yeah, please do turn around. I'm not used to being perceived both naked or clothed. Nothing I haven't seen before, though. Okay, girl, okay, fine. She's alright. Okay, Clark, thanks. She made a show of spinning around before I could argue, so I gingerly undid my habit, stepping out of it and collecting it together in a rumply little pile. I crawled into bed, naked apart from my coif, which I left affixed to keep my head warm. Oh, see, she's like butt naked, but she has her hat. Okay, fine. All yours, I suppose. Ah, I'll have a bath drawn for you as well. You really don't have to. You're not my chambermaid. She stroked my forehead before bending down to scoop up my clothes. I flinched at the sensation. While it was a friendlier gesture than Katrine's thumb assault, it was no less alien. Nonsense. It's what we're meant to do around here. For each other, and for any visitors in need of aid. Well, thank you. She was right, of course. In my delirium, I had forgotten the worldly purpose of monasticism. I'd been shut in my cell for so long, so focused on myself, I'd completely ignored what it was the Abbey was here for in the first place. Don't mention it. Do you get many travelers here? People in need? I must admit that I don't actually know. Quite where we are exactly. She sat down on the end of the bed. Not many. We're quite isolated here. Out here? The closest village is quite a trek, I'm afraid. We get visitors occasionally, and supplies get sent to us fairly regularly. But we do have to be a little self-sufficient. Where are we exactly? The nearest village is called Fodos, Limbero. But we're on top of a hill, quite way away from there. I'm gonna die trying to speak like this. I'm sorry. English hard. Limbero. Oh, have you heard of it? It is rather a bit of a hamlet. Like Don't Starve? Hamlet from Don't Starve? Little pigs walking around? Capitalism? I don't know what the Hamlet is, guys. So I wouldn't be shocked if you hadn't. I have to confess, I don't know many English place names at all besides, well, London. Yeah, same Hedwig, let's go. Limbero, though, it sounds nice. It certainly rolls off the tongue. It didn't always. I heard the folk whittle it down from Lindisbarrow. Accents are funny like that. Have you ever been to London? Never. The superior came and brought me news about London a few times, that's all. Clerical things, church business I never really understood. Ah, I see. How strange it must have been to you right now. Right now. I'm trying. No need to tell me twice. I'm sorry. I promise not to gawk any longer. No, it's alright. I wasn't offended. You're right. It is very strange to live one way until one day. You're suddenly forced to start living what feels like the absolute opposite way. Yes. I'm just very taken with the idea that the way I live is the opposite of the way you'd lived until today. That's very interesting. It's my turn to apologize then. Not at all. It's a perspective I've never considered. I suppose to the rest of the world, us nuns must seem very secluded and rigid. Yep, and scary. I've certainly felt that way sometimes. But you've lived all by yourself in that little room all these years, with even stricter rules, I imagine. Very strict. Which is how I describe monastic life generally. Generally. But there was someone living very differently right under my nose. She paused for a moment. I noticed the tear rolling down her cheek. Mura? Oh, it's just... This was a room. Catherine with the C. I forgot that was her name. Oh, this was... Oh, we are in her room. Oh, they were probably friends. She nodded, sniffling. It's been so hard. It might have seemed like everything was normal at the time, but I promise you, things have been very, very difficult with her gone. Sometimes it feels like most of them are trying to act like she's never existed. I suppose I can't blame them, but it feels so wrong. She could have been there today, a day like any other. She would have really liked you, I think. Not that... oh, you wouldn't even be here if not for that, would you? I don't know what to say. Oh, listen to me rambling. It's not your fault. What was she like? She was very intelligent. Intimidatingly so. I don't know how to say the word. And she wasn't afraid to show that off to people. Yes. Hmm? Oh no, I'm just imagining. I can picture her, almost. Yes, pretend you didn't meet her. She left a strong impression on everyone she met. Myself included. Fuck, English. She was good at everything she tried. I think that upset some people, honestly. She was a prodigy, true and true. More than just being the chronicler? Ah, chronicler? No, I'm the new chronicler. Oh, okay. I'm mixing jobs here, guys. Well, the nice thing about history is that it happens rather slowly. She had plenty of time for other pursuits, especially with how things are around here. I don't see why that would upset anyone. I wouldn't dare say for certain that she upset any of the others specifically. It's just a sense I've gotten in retrospect, perhaps. I nodded. Yeah, people were jealous of her because she was intelligent and probably was really cute. I can tell by how smart she was that she was probably really cute. Precious as I held them, my conversations with Catherine through the hagioscope had a certain fiction that I could imagine being amplified over years of talking to a person. I just don't understand why they're so sure that poor boy did it. She gave me a weak smile. You might have been able to rest up in the hospitalum if not for him. It is a wee bit nicer there than the doors, I have to say. You don't think he killed her? I don't know if I'd go that far. It's less of a suspicion and more just... It's hard for me to reckon with purest random evil. Catherine was so good, wise, and kind. For a lad to just murder her on a log, I can't accept that. He'd have to have a reason, surely. Otherwise, the world is a much darker place than I believed. It's certainly a much dimmer place without Catherine. I want to give her a hug. Please. Thank you, Rainer, with the tears. Fuck. The tears that I'm gonna be losing. I'm gonna need that water. The fucking water bottle is running away from me. Come back here, bitch. Thanks for the headpad, Nato. By the way, how's my how's my weird English accent? Was it okay for Moira? I'm not a voice actress. I barely speak much besides streaming, but I've tried. But then I forget what accents sound like. I need to listen to them before trying to make them. Sometimes my own accent as I speak English gets changed a little bit depending on what videos I am watching. Depending on the person's accent, I how do I say, involuntarily start picking up on their accent. We sat in silence for a moment. I didn't dare rebuke Moira, nor did I have the energy. But as well as empathy, frustration was bubbling inside of me. I could fix these misconceptions. Evil is everywhere. Demons are everywhere. The Lord saw the weakness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Genesis. Basic. Elementary. Fucking nerd. The very foundation of our faith. Hedwig be like, go puke, girl. No, that's Hedwig. I mean, someone said that to her, I guess. A godless man could kill someone as wonderful as Catherine without a second thought. It became clear to me, there and then. The lackadaisical and selfish attitude surrounding Prime. This disbelief in evil. Something was very wrong here. Even Catherine's questions to me had bordered on blasphemous. These women were lost. Lost! Lost! Calm down, woman. My eyes snapped open. For a brief moment, I felt like I was spinning. It was like I had only just regained control of my head. My throat tightened and I made the tiniest little retch, although thankfully nothing came out. Oh dear, are you sleepy? How rude of me to spring all of this on you now, after badgering you about needing to relax. This is a dorm, not a place of confession. No, rude of me to drift off like that. Oh, she was falling asleep. You have my deepest sympathies. Moira stood up, my clothes still bundled in her arms. I'm going to go and make sure these get washed for you, so you can get some sleep. And I'll send someone to collect you to show you where the baths are. There are some fresh night clothes under the bed. She made a few strides to the door. She turned around one more time. And I'll ask Darcy for some mint. Good for an upset stomach. And for breath. She gave me an impish little grin. Well, you said it, not me. I must have looked mortified because she immediately became apologetic again. Oh, don't take that the wrong way. It's not your fault you've been sick. It's alright. Thank you again for everything. She closed the door gently, smiling warmly. I was left alone with my thoughts again. I must admit that I had been feeling pleasantly pampered for a moment before the mint comment. Oh, and the bath? Was I really so disgusting? Of course I was. I was a complete mess. Unclean, irritating, always saying the wrong things, disrupting Prime, expelling foul bile everywhere I went. She's a vomit machine. What a mess. Finally, I got some real rest. I was simply too tired to rehash the embarrassment I had incurred over the course of the morning for a fifth or sixth time, and sleep finally took me. Knock knock! It's the IRS! Hello? Hello? I'm awake! Just a minute. I stepped out of the bed and hastily made it back up as quickly as I could. Weren't you naked, girl? Dropping to my knees, I looked underneath the wooden frame for the nightclothes Moira had mentioned. They weren't hard to find. It was spotless under the bed, save for a neatly folded gown. I retrieved it and slipped it over my head. It was a little big for me, but it did the trick. Are you decent? I'm coming! So sorry, I had to fight with the nightgown. I opened the door to greet her. She had a pleasant expression on her face and looked slightly more together than when I saw her in the chapel. Nah, I think this girl is always high on something. It just happens that sometimes she's more or less high. I like how she never has capital letters in her speech too. She had droopy eyelids and a serene aura about her, except for the fact that she was dripping wet. Mother asked me to bring you some mint, so I brought you some. Are you feeling better? Yes, actually. Quite a bit better. Is that the mint or she's always holding some flask of drugs? Hi, Nudie. Oh, Darcy had put a few leaves of mint into her mouth and was chewing somewhat rapidly. Don't worry, I brought plenty. I love the stuff. Grow it myself. I don't know how she's supposed to talk. Is she like energetic or soft-spoken? Maybe she's soft-spoken. I'm gonna try it later. Do you really? Yes. She fluttered her eyelashes and held out her hand, proudly showing off a large pouch full of leaves. I grow lots of things. Mint is definitely one of my favorite things. Did you know it's really called mentha? No, I didn't know that. She offered a bag up to me and I reached inside to grab a few leaves. I'm gonna put the mic closer. Oh, that is nice. That's right. You really grow this yourself? It's wonderful. Thank you for saying so, my friend. I just wish you hadn't gone and gotten yourself soaked in the process getting it to me. You didn't have to do that on my behalf. Hmm? Oh no, this isn't because of the mint. Is it not? No. Oh. Anyway, bath time. She spun around on her heel and began shuffling towards the hall. Wait, is there no lock on this door? No. We all trust each other here. Just make sure to knock. You don't want to walk in on Mura epulating. Where is that? It's like removing hair from your body. Like she's plucking instead of shaving. So I don't really know what she's using. Maybe she's using some ropes, some rubber band trick. I don't know what they used back then. That's something research for another day. And she said, where is it? We all trust each other out here. Look how that end up, girl. That was embarrassing. The first time, anyway. Third time, it started being a bit funny, I suppose. She's so funny. She kept doing that. She never knocks. I suppose I didn't have any possessions that needed to be kept away from prying eyes or fingers. I was just used to locks. Darcy moved quicker than I would have expected. I could scarcely see her legs moving underneath her habit. She seemed to glide wherever she went, bobbing up and down ever so slightly. I followed, still feeling a touch indisposed. Oh gosh, don't vomit in the bath. Please, 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 Hedwig, please. I didn't even know my way around the abbey. To be walking around in it in a breezy nightgown felt wrong, perhaps even disrespectful. I tried to make some conversation to distract myself. This is a very nice abbey. It's a bit cold. It's big and cold and probably haunted. What? Well, actually, that's not true. It gets a little hot in the summer when the sun hits the cloister. And you stand in the middle of the cloister. What did you mean, haunted? Probably haunted. There's no such thing as ghosts. What makes you feel like the convent is probably haunted? Well, there are a lot of weird noises at night, or when I'm alone walking around, and things move around on their own sometimes. And I also think most buildings just get a higher chance of being haunted the older they are. And these buildings are very old. Well, I wouldn't worry about that. There are really no such thing as ghosts. I said this more to comfort myself than her, truth to be told. Yeah, keep lying to yourself. I'd seen from my window the night before. Oh yeah, remember that. We took the stairs Katrine had led me down earlier, then walked past the door to the cloister to a web of hallways I hadn't seen yet. That would be a shame. It would be nice to meet Katrine's ghost. Wow, calm down, girl! Her placid expression didn't change, but I could sense a hint of sadness in her voice. Aww. She's a crackhead, but she has feelings. Not wanting to press further, I quickly changed the subject. So, where are the baths? Not far from the kitchens. We can make the water hot. What does that mean? Aha! How pleasant. Oh, I think she meant like we can make the water hot. Maybe something like that. I don't know, less intense, but I'm not trying it again. It's nice. It's worth making the trips from the well, in my opinion. From the well? Does the kitchen not have a faucet? Oh, it does. But we aren't using it at the moment. Really? Why not? Well, it isn't really working. As we stepped out into the rain, I suddenly realized why she was so true. Oh, I really hope you didn't trudge back and forth in the rain just for my bath water. I did. But it's okay, I like the rain. I was currently struggling not to slip on the wet stone path in my wooden sandals. Oh, sapato de madeira, credo. And couldn't for the life of me understand what Darcy was talking about. Watch your step. At least promise me you'll go and warm yourself after this. Oh, I will. I've got to go help in the kitchen anyway, and it gets hot in there. She led me into a room with a large window, with a wooden tub in the middle. It was certainly not originally a bathing room. The whole thing looked rather makeshift. There was a habit and frock folded in a neat little pile not far away. And here we are. Enjoy, my liege. She's so funny. Oh my god, I have to mute. And now it's the part where I gotta tell my dog to shut up. Because my mom came in here, went to do something, and then she left, and my dog didn't like that. She's so cute! She's so silly. She called me my liege, and I'll probably be like, that's blasphemous or something. Let me see. I didn't know what to make of that. I turned around to see if she looked annoyed or upset, but she had the same pleasant expression as ever on her face. If there's anything else I can get you, just shout. I will probably hear it from the kitchen. Well, thank you. Bye! Bye! Darcy fluttered her eyelashes and broadened her grin before spinning around to scoot back outside, into the rain, closing the door behind her gently. Feeling miserable once more, I shrugged off the nightgown and removed my veil, and strode over to the tub. The water was quite warm, and some pleasant-smelling leaves were floating on the surface. Ooh. Ah! 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 Fuck! Is this okay? Am I gonna get bugged? Am I gonna get bugged or something? For this? Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Xisa punico. Onde é que tá a merda do Toblerone? Ah! Fuck! Guys, don't look! Don't look! Don't look! Guys, no! Fuck! Ah! No, no, no. Shut. Heart. Tits. Donation thrown. Where is the Toblerone? No! I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned. The BRB. Ah! Okay. Now this makes it worse. Ah, no, this doesn't work. Fuck! Fuck! I found it! Kinder Bueno! Toblerone! Fuck! Come back! Ah! Ah! No! No! Toblerone aqui! Ah! Okay! Okay! I hate snitching! Ah! Ok, vamos fazer uma coisa. Eu vou rodar. I'm gonna... flip... Não, rotate. Caralho. Foda-se! I'm gonna rotate. I have so much shit on my OBS, you guys have no idea. Sunny, cala-te! Eu tô a tentar não ser banida desta porra. Calma, Baby Metroid BRB. Ok. Ok. Guys, stop looking. Actually, I have been wondering something. You know this level of nudity that the game has right here? I have this same level of nudity in an animation I was making for debut. And I'm not sure if I have to censor it or not, because I don't want to get banned every time that animation plays. Like, it's lore animation, and you guys are not born with clothes, so like... I have to check. I don't remember seeing anything on Steam that I couldn't play this. Conteúdo adulto. Misericorde is a murder mystery set in England in the 1400. Violence, religious intolerance, racism, sexism, xenophobia, and self-harm are topics in the story. They don't say anything about this, so it should be fine. I mean, people have played Witcher 3 on Steam. Okay, so... yeah, it could be good. I take a long look at myself reflected on the water. I can't stop looking. Yeah, I'm not seeing the Kinder Bueno on my side. Horrible. I was pale and small. She's just like me, for real. But any movement of my torso revealed the ugly creases of flesh that made me wince. My nose was bent. I had spindly fingers. My eyes were dull and had bags underneath. My hair had been growing almost unhindered since taking my vows, save for an uneven line where I'd made sure to cut my bangs, to keep them from creeping out under the veil and making my forehead itchy. All in all, I was a sad little creature. Bathsheba, I was not. Now, okay. I can remove the fucking Kinder Bueno. Where is it now? I lost it again! Fuck! I got it. With a weary sigh, I stepped into the tub. The warmth was quite unlike anything else I'd ever felt. As I lowered myself into the water completely, I could feel my muscles relaxing, a tingling sensation all over, as if the stress of the day was being washed away along with the dirt. Unfortunately, this relaxing effect didn't extend to my head. Just dip, girl! Ever since the superior had knocked on my door, and I have felt as all of my thoughts had to be squeezed through a narrow tube one at a time, and I had forgotten each word that made it out of my mouth by the time it was said. I was completely off balance. I even tried sinking my entire head beneath the water to see if it had the same cleansing effect on my mind. No such luck. Raising my head above the waterline again, I tried to organize my thoughts as slowly as they came. I had made a complete fool of myself in front of Katrine and Margaret. Well, in front of everyone, actually. I had made Maura and Darcy waste their time attending to me like servants. No wonder Darcy had made the crack about my liege. They were probably all fed up with me already. I think she was just joking. Oh god, the candles have eyes? Or are these people? I think these are the silhouettes of the nuns. But one of them was a killer. What did I care about any of that? This place was in complete shambles. Oh, Sunny! Para! Não! Made a fool, but at least made a lasting impression. Oh my god. Sunny, no! No! No, 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 no! This place was in complete shambles. Sisters taking the Lord's name in vain. Flagrant disrespect for the abbess. Skipping matins. No, in fact, disregarding for the liturgy of the hours in full. A total lack of familiarity with basic concepts from scripture. Or the proper procedure for the monastic communities. And murder. That was the top of the list. To hell with all of them. Oh, you just cursed. You just cursed. Breakcore music. I ducked my head under the water again and exhaled as hard as I could, in a futile attempt to expel the rage building inside me. It worked somewhat. A feeling of deep embarrassment replaced my rage. I leaned back and stared into the ceiling ashamed. I tried to push every thought away, both guilt and anger, to try and enjoy the rest of my bath. It really was nice. I wouldn't mind if someone brought the tub in here for me. The hey, what? I might never get out. Say, while I have you here, would you like to hear a different story? Oh, this is her, but as the narrator in the present. Okay. Say, while I have you here, would you like to hear a different story? It's shorter than my own, don't worry. It won't be too much of a detour. Medieval animals! Ugly. I'm sure you've heard of it before, but it's one that I've been thinking about a lot lately. It's a Bible story, of course. You, of course, know of Elijah and Elisha. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Elijah ascended to heaven, and Elisha, I hope, inherited his father's spirit, the sphere of God with which he was able to perform miracles, and so on and so forth. He could part waters like Moses, and heal blighted lands and rivers. But there's a passage describing a journey to Bethel that amuses me. You know what I'm speaking of? Yes? Forsooth, Elisha went up from thence into Bethel, and when he went up by the way, little children went out of the city and scorned him and said, Go up, thou bald one! Go up, thou bald one! And when he had beheld, he saw them, and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And 2 bears went out of the forest, and rent 42 children of them. What? Soothly, Elisha went from thence into the hill of Carmel, and from thence he turned again to Samaria. 42 children, torn apart by angry bears at the behest of Elisha. That's rather extreme, isn't it? It's funny. When I was locked in this cell the first time around, I never thought much of this part of the story. What the fuck? They called the man bald and he summoned some bears to kill 42 children? But it really is awful to think about it, isn't it? Could you imagine being ripped to shreds by a wild beast just for calling a man bald? Only it mustn't be horrible, because God heard Elisha's curse and punished the rude little boys and girls justly. I've read that a lot of people question if they really were children. Perhaps in the original Hebrew, the word is a little broader. In Latin, it certainly says children, and we're taught that the text is inerrant. So you're saying that because the curse worked, you're saying that it was God that did it? It was the dude. Which brings me to the part of the story that interests me so. The text is inerrant, but the Bible as we know it is a translation. So surely there is room for some errors. In fact, that version of the story I recite for you, that wasn't just me paraphrasing from the Vulgate for you. That was a passage translated by a man named John Wycliffe. No, of course I know you know. No, of course I know you know who Wycliffe is. Who does not? I don't know! What? Please continue to humor me. I am attempting to record everything I find relevant to this story. Imagine, perish the thought, that you were some heathen listening to my tale. You'd appreciate the explanation, wouldn't you not? Would you not? This is how I was trained to write chronicles. Do try and put up with me if I sound like the superior. Anyway, as written in Latin, the story is as follows. Latin. Continuing. Yeah, I'm not reading that. Many years ago, Wycliffe translated the Bible into English. The Archbishop at the time accused him of inserting nefarious messages into his translations. He thought Wycliffe was trying to rile the common people up to rebel against the church. So sure they were of Wycliffe's heresy, they held a synod to argue for his expulsion from Oxford. Damn, they succeeded too. His Majesty Richard II banished him from college, and it became actual written law that no man shall write against the church. We both know the rest, of course. But you won't bite my head off for walking through it, will you? The Wycliffites were denounced. What is that? He had followers? He had minions? What is this? Their heresy was thoroughly put to rest. This was nearly a century ago, so God forgive me for saying this. Wycliffe had some interesting things to say about translation that often rattle around in my head. But I've gotten very sidetracked here, haven't I? Yeah, I wanted to know about... do you know the original translation? Oh dear. The point is, I find it interesting that Wycliffe's translation kept the children part from the Vulgate Bible. He too must have felt the original Latin text was inerrant, and yet he was punished for his translation work. God forbid, but if the church as we know it crumbles many years from now on, someone attempts to teach using his Bible as a basis, will they keep that part like we kept it in the Vulgate? What does this story actually mean? It certainly seems a bit cruel. Maybe it means nothing. If it means something, if it means nothing, is it necessary? Maybe it means don't call a powerful man bald, he will kill you. If it is necessary, what does it mean? You must forgive me. I do sound a bit of a lollard at the moment, don't I? It is a rather impossible problem. The 42 children have been mauled by bears at least 3 times now. Probably many more, as I doubt Wycliffe is the only man who tried to write the Bible in his own language. And since I'm afraid I'm useless at Hebrew, I'll never know if they were meant to be at all. I suppose this is splitting hairs. If they were a grown man and woman being attacked by a furious mother bear, commanded by God's messenger, is still a rather unpleasant way to go. Is that a little bear they're eating? Maybe the picture isn't related. Still, clawed to death for playground taunt? What a strange world. Heh. Creepy ass. Hedwig, what happened to you? Ah, so you had indeed already heard all this before. Please forgive me for taking up more of your precious time. Like I said before, you'll permit me a small indulgence here and there. Yes, Cusco, you may interrupt the narrative and break the fourth wall. We did another chapter, so I guess I'll save here. Hi. Yes. And that seems like a good time to end the stream, maybe? I've been streaming for, well, 2 hours minus 2 minutes. I did say that I was predicting to stream for about 2 or 3 hours because my throat is really annoying me and I don't want to push myself. Maybe I'll have the energy to do something else after. Also, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna be doing a little rest and eat. But I hope you guys liked the reading from today and that you that you heard me a little bit better, that the audio quality was a little bit better. Oh no, not the bathtub again! Okay, so this is where I'll be, so I'll save here too, yeah. I have to continue this game sometime. I was very indecisive on what to play this Saturday because a lot of things just seemed stressful and I didn't feel like reading a lot. Sometimes I feel like I do a bad job if I don't stream for 3 to 4 hours. But that's just in my hand, I believe. A good stream can still be a short 2-hour stream. In fact, a lot of people only stream for like 2 hours. I was scared to do a reading stream like this because of my throat and the noises. And the fact that I forget to breathe, but I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Thank you for your sacrifice, but take care of your throat. Thank you for caring, but it's not that much of a sacrifice. It's just something that I have to do in moderation. Like I was talking to my mom and I wasn't really talking. She asked, "Why are you talking so softly?" And I was like, "Because I'm tired of this stupid phlegm in my throat. It's making me dry and it's tiring because I go all the time. It scratches my cords." Yeah, the story was getting so interesting, but I guess you'll have to wait until next Saturday. Maybe I'll continue it next Saturday or play something else. I got this in mind, I got Dark Souls 2 in mind, but I suffer so much with Dark Souls because it's either too much backseating or no help at all, like where I want to go. I don't know, but I will be playing something on Saturday. Don't overdo it. Yeah, thank you, Meta. I will be trying to not overdo it. Well, usually when I stream, I get super tired. Like after the day, I cannot do anything the rest of the day. But I still wanted to do some things. There's so much to do, and I'm such a little raptor. I should be good for co-op in Dark Souls too. Yeah, I appreciate co-op, but like I don't know where to go though. I don't remember where I was, and I was kind of lazy to check where I was last time on Dark Souls because I needed to know in order to make a thumbnail, so that the thumbnail has at least something to do with what I'm streaming. In this case, for Misericorde, I just used the banner and a different PNG of myself. I mean, I was thinking about using the same one, but it would be confusing. Also, I lost the Clip Studio Paint archive file for that one. Thank you for listening to me so far today. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be seeing you guys on the next Saturday. Double hands. Bye bye.